Okay, here we are with the Honda 2000. This is a 4-cylinder VTEC. We're going to replace the starter. Starter is right here. Two mounting bolts. One is right here. The other is underneath here, and I won't be able to show it to you. There's no way I can get my camera in there. But let me show you with the new starter. Okay, so here's the new starter solenoid here. And here is that bolt I just showed you, 14 millimeter. Mine's a 14 millimeter. Okay, over here where I couldn't show you is the other mounting bolt here. So see this rod that runs right beside. If you feel that rod, because you can't see it really, I can't, I just kind of got to feel it. You'll feel the rod here, and then right below it is where that bolt is going to be at. All right, now on the solenoid we have a boot right here. Mine's pretty much destroyed. And then there's a wire we have to pull off. Okay, so also there is a boot right here. Has a nut on it. We have to take that nut off and then pull this cable off. This goes to the battery. So yeah, when you're doing this, make sure that you have your negative off. All right, there we go. So yeah, just pull that off. And that boot, push that away so we can get to that nut. All right, got my wrench on it. It's a 12 millimeter. I don't know if I've got a 12 millimeter socket with me, but that would help. I'm just getting to where I can probably get it with my fingers almost, so I'll get that off. All right, trying not to drop it because my new starter may not have that nut. All right, now I can pull the end off. So I've got this bracket here that holds the lower radiator hose in place. Now whoever worked on this before just laid it up here instead of putting it back in place. This attaches to the starter. I don't know if the new one would have this, so I need to take this bolt off here. That is a 10 millimeter. What I'm going to do is remove this so I'll have a little more room to move that lower radiator hose. When I take the, all right, see here, when I take that starter out, I'll be able to, yeah, see, I'll be able to move it and probably pull it through here. Probably what I'll do. All right, here we are, 14 millimeter on the first bolt. All right, I'm going to grab my ratchet. Our ratchet is on. So yeah, I broke it loose earlier. Here we are with the back bolt. Got it on, and this is the one that's really hard to get to. It is the one closest to the firewall. I'll show you the combination we used to get it on there. It's got to pretty much be exact. with your extension and your socket. It's 14 millimeter. Go ahead and try to break that. Go ahead, make sure you're on good. All right, ratchet it. To get to that bolt, long 14 millimeter socket, 3-inch extension and wrench will allow you to get between the starter and right here. Go in just like that, straight ahead, and you should feel your way onto that bolt. Here's that back bolt. I'm not sure if it's longer. We've got the other one loosened here, the first one, so we're going to go ahead and take that out. One may be longer than the other, I'll let you know. All right, back bolt is a little bit longer. All right, removing the battery to make it easier to get the starter out. Try to pull the starter out, so we're going to go the path of where the batteries was at. All right, so yeah. All right, so all we needed to do was remove the battery. This hose needs to be somewhat flexible. Once you remove the little bracket from the top of the starter, should have a lot of room. All right, try to put the new one in now. We'll just put that upper bolt in. All right, you got a free hand. There you go. All right, here you go. Back bolt, we're going to try to feed that in. We can touch the hole with the finger, but just can't thread the bolt, so we're using a little bit of tape on here. Once we get it started, we will pull the socket away and remove the tape later. So yeah, it's the long 14 millimeter 3-inch, and then our regular ratchet, which I don't have connected right now. We're just going to feed it in with the extension. I hope I don't lose my socket. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, there we go. Perfect. Bolt stayed in. So yeah, I used the short socket to feed the bolt on there. The longer one I was having trouble getting it straight in. So yeah, with the bolt in place, was able to feed it in and turn it, I don't know, 4 or 5 threads, pulled it out. So now we're going to put the long one, the long 14 millimeter on with our wrench and tighten it up. All right, so you after getting the bolt started, we put the deep socket, long 14 millimeter socket, and then a 3-inch extension, and then the ratchet going on just fine. I tighten the back one all the way. Now we're at the front one here. There we go, that's good enough. Okay, putting our wire on the solenoid. And a nut is going to follow up. We took the old nut off, the new starter did not come with the nut. You got it on. It's plastic, so you don't want to tighten it super tight. Maybe one more time. This end clips. right there. Get any rubber boot left on it, push it up there to cover it up. Might have to put some tape on there later. Alright, so there we go. I think that's going to be it. So yeah, it got a little boot there. And then here was the boot for the one we put on. That goes to the positive battery terminal. So we'll put the battery back in place. And lastly, I forgot to put this on. That will hold the upper radiator hose. We just need to put the bolt in. We'll put that bolt in. And then should be good. Alright, that's going to be it for replacing the starter. 2000 VTEC Honda. Thanks for watching. Till next time, have a nice day and take care.